while I understand why a lot of people don't like season 24, for me it's perfectly fine. It's definitely a case in hindsight of seeing that it was Andrew Cartmel basically treating it as filler while he gets his master plan set up and contending with all the BBC's restrictions, though I realise at the time I can see why people would lose patience with the show, and the sort of rushed light entertainment vibe isn't really for everyone, especially given how Time Lorani poorly executes the transition from the 6th to the 7th Doctor, and just being a generally poor story. I don't blame people for losing faith in the show, even though it was on the turnaround, they just didn't know it yet. But in general, the rest of the season I think is pretty solid and mildly amusing. I don't mind the more light-hearted tone. I think Paradise Towers in particular use it very creatively. And speaking of which, I also think I like the more clownish 7th Doctor. There is some charm to it, especially since we do see hints towards his manipulation, even if it's a bit more subtle than the next two seasons. Mel sadly feels very much like Andrew was just waiting to get rid of her, as he spends most of the season setting up potential replacements. So overall, definitely not a perfect season, in my opinion. We get a decent introduction to Ace, but otherwise I can say it's mediocre and a bit goofy in a time when Doctor Who really needs to be exceptional in order to keep itself on the air. I can definitely see why people were just ready to give up